Hello and welcome to a Friday edition of the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here's some of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. The Chelan County Coroner says an unidentified person found May 30th on the back porch of a South Wenatchee business died by homicide. As the school year rolls to its end, Leavenworth High School is seeking new leadership. In weather, cooler with showers Saturday, nice Sunday, and then more rain expected early next week. I'll have your full local weather forecast coming up. There will be no spring Chinook fishing season this year on the Icicle River. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife announced today the majority of Chinook salmon returning to spawn have already passed beyond the traditional fishing boundary. A season was set to commence May 31st, with fishing allowed from the mouth of the river all the way to the Leavenworth National Fish Hatchery, but that was abruptly delayed while the hatchery dealt with a waterline break that put their fish rearing operations at risk. Only a relatively low 1,200 of a predicted 1,600 Chinook salmon have returned to the hatchery. Repairs on the waterline are ongoing, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service says the project may take some time. Temporary pumping solutions have continued to feed water from the Icicle to broodstock ponds where salmon are gathered for breeding. The Chelan County Coroner says an unidentified person found May 30th on the back porch of a South Wenatchee business died by homicide. Earl Crow says his office and Wenatchee Police Department have notified the victim's next of kin, and the public can expect an update on the case next week. Crow says an autopsy was conducted earlier this week, but he and Wenatchee Police Sergeant Joe Eaton both declined to provide details of the investigation today or to identify the victim. The body was found after police responded to a call in the 600 block of South Wenatchee Avenue. It was discovered on the back porch of the business, which is located only a couple of feet from a train track. The police department asked anyone working with working surveillance cameras in the area or anyone with related information to contact the Wenatchee Police Department. The Wenatchee Valley Fire Department quickly cut off a small brush fire today alongside the Loop Trail and Highway 28. The fire about 1 mile south of East Wenatchee was reported shortly after 1 o'clock, burning in grass and sagebrush along the slope. Crews were able to quickly get control of the flames, and traffic on the adjacent highway wasn't significantly affected. The cause of the fire wasn't immediately known. It's the second such fire in that vicinity in the last 3 weeks. An I-90 overpass in Moses Lake that's been closed since January is now scheduled to meet the wrecking ball. The Washington State Department of Transportation says the Hanson Road overpass at milepost 174 will be taken down starting in early July. The DOT awarded the $1.8 million demolition contract last week to a Spokane Valley company, which is now working to finalize the work schedule. The overpass was shut down after a winter inspection found significant deterioration. Traffic has been routed around the closure zone ever since. Once the structure is demolished, work on a new overpass will commence. When we come back, Wenatchee City Council approved the sale of 2 parcels on North Wenatchee Avenue to a Yakima commercial real estate developer who may attract business activity to the area near the Confluence Parkway project. Families in Eniat have a chance to help shape a new public playground, and the Chelan County PUD is offering assistance for customers who may need some extra help with their monthly utility bills. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Slide and surf all summer long. Soundwave Saturdays, more than a surf park, it's the summer scene. Grab a drink and enjoy live music every Saturday in July and August. Slide Waters in Lake Chelan. Don't miss it.
Community is more than just a place. It's the people, stories, and connections we share. At the Wenatchee World, we're your neighbors, your storytellers, and your trusted voice. From uncovering the issues that matter most to celebrating the moments that bring us together. We deliver the stories that keep the community moving forward. The Wenatchee World, your community voice, here every day.
Chelan PUD works hard year-round to reduce fire risk and provide dependable service for our customers. But when extreme fire weather is forecasted, we may resort to a public safety power shutoff, turning off power to a specific area in order to prevent fire. In this rare event, we'll keep you informed before, during, and after the shutoff. To stay prepared and check if you're in a PSPS zone, visit chelanpud.org/PSPS.
As the school year rolls to its end, Leavenworth High School is seeking new leadership. Principal James Swanson announced this week he won't return to Cascade High School after heading up the building administration since 2022. Cascade School District yesterday issued a request for applicants to take on the principal's post for the 2026-27 school year. The district is also interviewing candidates to become the new principal of nearby Icicle River Middle School, where Swanson spent a year before moving on to the high school. Wenatchee City Council approved the sale of 2 parcels on North Wenatchee Avenue for $3.2 million to a Yakima commercial real estate developer who may attract business activity to the area near the Confluence Parkway project. The parcels total nearly 5 acres of land. Chris Waddle, owner and lead developer of Hogback Development Company of Yakima, said in March he was excited to work on this project. His company has developed properties for companies like Marriott, Panera, Five Guys, Jersey Mike's, and Starbucks in the past. The sale agreement has a 180-day feasibility period, meaning that Hogback can back out within 6 months if they find the site unsuitable, or they can extend the feasibility period further if needed. The fast food company Chick-fil-A has previously expressed interest in that site. Families in Eniat have a chance to help shape a new public playground. The Chelan County PUD and the city of Eniat are planning to upgrade the playground at Eniat City Park and are asking for community input before finalizing the design. A survey is now available in English and Spanish through June 30th. The project will replace the aging playground equipment with new features designed to be safer, more accessible, and built to serve families. Several playground designs are being considered, and community members can weigh in on features like climbing structures, slides, swings, and other play items. The final design work and construction will come in September. For more information or to take the survey, you can visit the PUD's website or scan the code you see on your screen. The Chelan County PUD is offering assistance for customers who may need some extra help with their monthly utility bills. The PUD says it's partnering with Promise to streamline applications for new discount program. Eligible households can receive a 25% discount on their monthly electric bills and water and wastewater services for some customers. The Chelan PUD says the expanded program allows more households to qualify based on income and family size. Households must earn less than 80% of the county's median income or up to 200% of the federal poverty level. Customers can apply online through the PUD's website or get assistance by phone. Coming up next, each year, airplane culture takes flight from the Grant County International Airport. This year's Moses Lake Airshow is scheduled for next weekend, June 12th and 13th. We'll have more on that in tonight's feature story. Unseasonably cool tomorrow with a chance for isolated showers and then better weather coming on Sunday. I'll have your full local forecast coming up, and Cade Calvin will be in with a look at local sports as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues after these messages.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Celebrate America at the Real Homes Rock Fest on the last Saturday in June. Great bands including Too Slim and the Tail Draggers and the best Bon Jovi tribute band, Non Jovi. It all happens at the Rock Island Golf Course. Free shuttle service with food and craft vendors and a wine and beer garden. Be prepared for family fun entertainment and live music till the fireworks show. The Real Homes Rock Fest at the Rock Island Golf Course Saturday, June 27th, 2026.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
At Colonial Vista Senior Living, we believe life is meant to be lived fully. Our wellness programs inspire residents to stay strong, flexible, and confident every day. Here, curiosity is encouraged, friendships are nurtured, and every activity is an opportunity to connect, create, and enjoy life together. We invite you to experience the lifestyle at Colonial Vista Senior Living for yourself and discover why so many call our community home.
Each year, airplane culture takes flight from the Grant County International Airport. This year's Moses Lake Airshow is scheduled for next weekend, June 12th and 13th. And announcer Ryan Dembrowski has been interviewing some of the flying aces on that schedule. In tonight's feature story, he recently got deep in the weeds on classic aircraft with stunt flyer Rennie Price.
So you are flying a Sukhoi Su-29. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And I've heard of it at, like, some people talk about it as like the heavyweight champion of the aerobatic world.
Well, it is, it's Russian, but, to say it's the heavyweight, I'm not sure that's fair anymore when you have, the extras are such amazing airplanes. And so it was built by military companies, Sukhoi, MiG, and Yak all competed, and the Sukhoi is the one that the Russian team members went with. So the airplane's very robust. It's not a military airplane, but it was certainly built by military, technology.
What's on the front of it? Is it a radial engine?
Yeah, it's an M14, and it puts out 360 horsepower out of 9 cylinders, and it's supercharged, which is kind of unusual, for a light aerobatic. Well, I'm saying that's an aerobatic engine. That really is not an aerobatic engine. That engine traces its roots back to the Korean War, where they were putting them in tanks. So it's a very, very robust engine. And I've seen one taken apart. Gosh, they're beautiful on the outside. They look a little crude, frankly, on the outside. But you open one up, and they're just gorgeous. I mean, they are very stout. And that's one of the reasons I went with the Sukhoi. Who were flying Pitses, and some pretty amazing individuals were flying these. And with all the new maneuvers they were learning, all these tumbles and all the stuff that was kind of new, they were busting the cranks in those things. And any number of those guys were sponsored. So, they didn't worry about a busted crank too bad. They just get another engine and away they go. But I really wanted to avoid that. So the radio became attractive to me for that reason. That's one of the reasons this airplane was so attractive to me. I mean, I've been flying it almost 30 years, and I'm only on my second engine.
Radio on the front have that same, like, classics, we call it like the sound of round like its
Absolutely.
classic like radial sound? Because that's going to be unique in the air show performer world right now.
It's somewhat unique as far as, us flip-flop guys are, guys that are just, going up and doing, regular aerobatics and tumbling and all those kind of things. Yeah, it's the only airplane out there that's running a radial engine that I'm aware of. So, you come in, when you do aerobatics, you're really kind of putting the icing or the sprinkles on the icing, the cake that is that air show. But as you mentioned, the Sukhoi has its own unique sound, and especially with that, supercharger on it. I mean, I don't know how many people, you say, boy, the sound of that's incredible. So you could go up there and just fly back and forth and probably entertain somebody.
Moses Lake, we've talked a lot over the last couple of weeks about how it's like, it's big sky country. We're up in the high desert air. Wondering about what your show's like at place. Like, does it affect your show? We've typically got a little bit higher density altitude. We're a little bit higher up. What can people expect, and how do you change the show for a venue like Moses Lake?
Yeah, the altitude is a huge thing. Sounds like the Sukhoi do okay. They do pretty good at those altitudes. Now, that air show is early in the year, so it's not going to be hot up there. A show that you would fly, or maneuvers you could fly, in the spring, you may not be able to fly in the middle of August, just because, the diameter of the radius of that loop becomes so big. And we've actually got a great equation for it these days. So to where you can, it's basically you take your true airspeed, square it, divide it by 5.7 times the radial G, and now you've got a number. So you can see that number on your altimeter when you go over the top. And as long as you have that number, then you're good to complete the maneuver.
Time now to take a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Friday was a good one. It was a little cool out there today with some breezy conditions at times. Most of our wind was this morning and then just breezy this afternoon. Beautiful shot though outside our weather window. This shot from Orondo. Looking back, you can see Turtle Rock in the shot and lots of blue skies with just a few fair weather clouds along the horizon today. So really not bad. Lots of sun with temperatures on the comfortable side throughout the afternoon. All right, as we move into the weekend, though, things are going to cool down in a big way. We're going to see a big trough of low pressure set in here in the Pacific Northwest, and inside that trough, unseasonably cold weather. You could see even some light mountain snow from 4,000 to 4,500 feet in the Cascades. We're talking Saturday night into Sunday. Even though Snoqualmie Pass a ways from that, Stevens could see a little bit of light snow Saturday night into Sunday. Also, don't forget to protect those sensitive plants. You folks in the upper elevations could get down into the 30s this weekend, and we'll talk more about that coming up. But today it was a nice one. 71 unofficially our high temperature. 76 is where we should be for this time of year. Boy, it was a hot one 10 years ago in 2016. 99 our high temperature. 55 this morning. 53 is where we should be, and 40 our record low, and that was set in 1976. Sunrise 5:06, sunset tonight at 8:53. Let's get into the weekend now. One thing's going to really jump out at you. All 60-degree temperatures for us, which in some cases is 10 degrees below where we should be. Moses Lake and Ephrata at about 68 tomorrow, 67 for Quincy, 66s for Ellensburg, Wenatchee, Cashmere, and then a little bit cooler, Entiat and Chelan tomorrow at 65 degrees. So it's going to feel awfully cool out there tomorrow. The good news, we'll see a little sunshine, but a little bit of something in the afternoon, too. We'll get to that coming up as well. All right, tonight we do expect partly cloudy skies. Here's our little weather maker that we expect to move across northern part of the state and southern Canada, bringing some clouds tonight. Breezy conditions will continue and then die down. Upper 40s for overnight low temperatures tonight. Partly cloudy on Saturday, and you can see our area of low pressure is spinning around right here, and that could drag a shower or two across our area for Saturday afternoon. The big news, cooler with highs only in the mid-60s for Saturday. And then by Sunday, a ridge builds into the Pacific Northwest. It's going to be short-lived, but it'll make for a pretty nice Sunday. Mostly sunny skies to end our weekend and warmer. We should see temperatures in the low 70s on Sunday afternoon. And then to kick off our next week, we're going to start off on the wet side. Mostly cloudy skies, another area of low pressure development develops just off the coast of California, and it's going to swing some moisture up our way. About a 30% chance we'll hit one of those showers on Monday. High temperatures in the low 70s, and then as we get into Tuesday, this is where things get a little messy. Look at the clouds and the wide area of shower activity. We will see at least a 50% chance of rain on Tuesday. The good news, temperatures not too bad, staying in those low 70s. And then by the end of our forecast on, on Wednesday rather, we will see some windy conditions in the afternoon. Mostly sunny skies though, so we'll dry out a little bit from Monday and Tuesday. Warm up just a hair too, low to mid 70s for our high on Wednesday. And then at the end of our forecast on Thursday, back to the June weather that we expect. High pressure back in control of our weather picture, and we will see highs on Thursday right around 80 degrees. And that's a look. I should say, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast now. And it's brought to you by our friends at Colonial Vista Senior Living in Wenatchee, where comfort, care, and community come together. 48 overnight tonight, cooler, mostly cloudy, some isolated showers in the afternoon tomorrow. And look at that temperature, 66 degrees, 46 the overnight low Saturday night, moving into Sunday, mostly sunny and 73. And then a couple of days of wet weather. We'll see a 30% chance of rain Monday. That goes up to a 50% chance of the wet stuff on Tuesday. 73 your Tuesday high. We'll stay at 73 on Wednesday with mostly sunny and windy conditions. And then on Thursday, back to the nice weather, sunny and warmer with a high temperature of 80 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, Cade Calvin with a look at area sports as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
NCWLIFE Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
Welcome back in, everyone, and happy Friday. Kate Calvin here with your sports report. We've got news on a local athlete, the Wenatchee Apple Sox, and some national headlines. A former Kashmir track star is headed back to the NCAA championships. Montana State distance runner Rob McManus has qualified for the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships in the 3,000-meter steeplechase for the fourth consecutive year. The fifth-year senior punches ticket to nationals after capturing his third straight Big Sky Conference title in the event. McManus arrived in Bozeman in 2021 and quickly became one of the top steeplechase runners in school history. The Kashmir native has earned first-team All-American honors and is now the first Montana State athlete to qualify for the NCAA Outdoor Championships in the same event 4 years in a row. Bobcats head coach Lyle Weiss called the accomplishment incredibly rare, saying few athletes in conference history have ever reached 4 straight NCAA championships in the same event. McManus will close out his collegiate career next week when he competes for an NCAA title at Hayward Field in Eugene, Oregon. All right, now we'll talk some Wenatchee Apple Sox. We'll send it over to NCWLIFE sports reporter Nathan Eshelman, who's at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium with the details.
Thank you, Kay. Tonight, it's opening night here for the Wenatchee Apple Sox, and it is a special one after securing the series win against the Bellingham Bells. They're going to be taking on the Kamloops North Paws in a special opening night. It's Bark at the Park.
After securing the series win against the Bellingham Bells, the Apple Sox will play their first home game tonight against the Kamloops North Paws. Apple Sox coming off of the 2-1 series win. The Apple Sox hold a total record of 3-2 after their series on the road. They'll be getting their homestand starting against the North Paws. And there will be some other paws in the park as well, as it is Bark in the Park. It is a very special night where the majority of the crowd will be only having 4 paws, fluffy tails, and a lot of excitement to watch some baseball. The gates will open at 5:30 with the first pitch coming at 6:35.
That'll do it from the home of the Apple Sox. I'm Nathan Eshelman. Back to you, Cade.
Alrighty, thanks for that report, Nathan. The Chicago Bears may soon have a new home in another state. The team announced this week that its board of directors has voted to move forward with plans for a new stadium development project in Hammond, Indiana. The Bears have been exploring options for a new stadium for several years, but efforts to secure financial incentives for a project in Illinois have stalled in the state legislature. Team officials say a stadium in Northwest Indiana could help connect the Chicago region and create new opportunities for residents and businesses. An exact site has not yet been selected, though the team has been evaluating land near Wolf Lake. Indiana Governor Mike Braun welcomed the announcement, and state lawmakers have already advanced legislation to help finance and construct a future NFL stadium in the region. The NASCAR community is mourning the loss of a legend. Two-time Cup Series champion Ned Jarrett died Thursday of natural causes at his home in North Carolina. He was 93 years old. Known as Gentleman Ned for his sportsmanship and class, Jarrett won 50 races during his NASCAR career and captured Cup Series championships in 1961 and 1965. He was inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame in 2011 as part of its second induction class. Many younger fans also knew Jarrett for his broadcasting career, including a memorable call of the 1993 Daytona 500 when he cheered on his son Dale Jarrett as he held off Dale Earnhardt for the victory. Dale Jarrett later won the Cup Series championship in 1999, making the Jarretts just the second father-son duo to win NASCAR's top title. Alrighty, that's all for sports this time. Reporting for NCWLIFE, I'm Cade Calvin.
And that will do it for the NCWLIFE Evening News this Friday, June 5th. Remember, if you see news happening, let us know. Email your news tips to news@ncwlife.com or just give us a call at 888-6295. Our channel is also available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great weekend. Tune in Monday through Friday at 5, 6, and 10 for the NCWLIFE Evening News, or go to our website at ncwlife.com, or you can visit us on Facebook. North Central Washington, the NCWLIFE channel has you covered.
Community is more than just a place. It's the people, stories, and connections we share. At the Wenatchee World, we're your neighbors, your storytellers, and your trusted voice. From uncovering the issues that matter most to celebrating the moments that bring us together. We deliver the stories that keep the community moving forward. The Wenatchee World, your community voice, here every day.
Looking for the latest news on flying cars, robots, or space travel?
The vehicle exploded on the landing pad.
Tune in to your weekly tech update with Ray McNeil. New episodes Mondays at 8:30 p.m. on the NCWLIFE channel.